by giving them loans. And the loans, what they did was that if Honorable Kwaku Kwarteng decides to build this building, they will ask for the cost of the raw materials and where he's going to get the raw materials from. The government then sends the money to the company manufacturing the raw materials. And they will give you a couple of months. If you tell them the imports or your raw materials or whatever equipment you're going to use will arrive in 3 months. In 3 months, the following week, 3 months, 1 week, we are there to inspect if indeed you receive the equipment. Now, what they do is that the government partners the individual, the private sector. So they will win themselves off when you finish paying the loan. Then it becomes your business.
Unim say students bet me at na fie sua de enya high school certificate ya wode bebo won bra. Wote no ye pa. Online high school abase say SHS online and ye online high school edikan wo Ghana ha. Ya ma yentumi say yetumi ye programs e ma JHS graduates. SHS students ya wo hia adesua ho moa, bo wotumi atwa won wasi. Me remedial students ya wo pressure wo betwa won wasi nyina. Ofo me ma o sentim yen say twa se wo ma oba ne de no ho hye SHS online mu. Niedikan SHS online ewo 2 years SHS, 3 years SHS, ni 4 years SHS. Inti abua mo ba nya abotre sua de sene ono ape. Etosumie no, esan say ye online school ti. Awo phone say sika bebre entoto provisions. Ene niam enke wo prospectus so te sesekan, detergent, prayer ene ne keka ho. Tuition fee per and abitua. Etosumie nsa, akyerɛkyerɛfo wo online SHS nyina eye PhD, doctorate, ene MPhil holders nkoa. Ni wo hia odi besua de wo SHS online eye laptop computer, internet, opepa ye disua de na enkankan ahohyeso. Admission course CCA. Call shsonline.edu.gh and after 0599 022 998. Na ma obani fa no ho nhyemu ne yia.
Insuwo mfasoma obibia nanso otutu wani eneya yensu wensu wapi ena asei ama insu ho ayedengpa enunti na Family Drilling Company Limited abama yenga wotutu boreholes Omanfm wonje abodenkra. Family Drilling Company Limited esan ye expert in biogas, biodigester o flashia na she yesan ye plumbing works eni swimming pool na ehian se obehwehwe yenga chiakwan ewusu hom Family Village anafre 0244 144 822 and 0240 333 111. Family Drilling Company Limited. Oflashia na she.
Show your power. Magani fenomenal na
Hey, why fish? Someone you would know. And many who say I can't once a moon. Who can't papa can see ya no baha, none in Nasia Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatana. Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule Sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule.
A woman bought your dear for Sunny wood, Pedrianum. Now a boss is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is now yum, a macra, a mania movement of future. A watch, we walk the water Vian, Afren and Hoyan.
Enti as no Spanish Jinko capsules, Hana.
Spanish Jinko, and no day in Nura, what share free, Jinko Biloba, and soya oil moon. And my wife Jumosu Daho.
Martin say a anti-aging and a more good retentive memory.
Now you're turning him.
Antec Herbal Center for and then the pharmacist can make an herbal shop. A painful about more money for them because they would infuse you and come. FDA, AG, a gradient crack.
3CP, if you be here 3CP Bambo.
Akuya na ase ho te sen
Mama, o ti apon kakra na momo ntumi mi se aduane
enti na mede front active and chance ne pepe mu nware pepe bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals rich in vitamins, proteins and minerals, fiber and omega 3 so wom and blood digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na main kama which me di breakfast lunch and answer pampo
front active ebebua pa
the drink nso ni ye won diabetes ya de yatua no ana one person etumi num bi na e won complete Omanfm kan nso tumi num bi na the test no jai oba normal main very nutritious
and a front active junior nso
front active junior ne formula no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya won mu ntimi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk and mixia na wotima ni di na ni denti obenyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and pharmacies dodo a at the pharmacy limited branch BM our Ghana ha from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254.
FDA achi ejodin krato yato.
Sebamed range of products. Honam boafo.
Dominion herbal powder.
Say you can say Dominion herbal powder. Emma immune system and then kwabo wo ni pedrum ni yet. Na the senti what edi ya resun kunimu a. Ehu adanse bi ni o.
Don the fine pa manumbi. Tina me di ho adanse no. Enya ye say me say
Dominion herbal powder de. Ninia enya amanfo adanse nti na be kanfo. Ne aye wo mi ni pedrum no. Eburo madwen ene menti ase so. Emma Dominion herbal powder. Empa wo hu de biara da.
Asam no na da ho no. Dominion herbal powder. Enwanso anya wo su ohie wo tea cup mu. Na dia treketo ase bia gumu wo twa nseti anum. Wa wie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won kokko ena dia ba. Apemfo aba ton mo manufo. Ene nkwada woni fiedum ye ne de won ka ho. Dodo afre 054 315 8195.
FDA agi edwadie nkratoa yi atu.
Herbal powder. Dominion herbal powder.
Sebamed range of products. Honam boafo.
Wafi hwe sama ye wotna wi mema ne hu se ye ka no wasam wo ka sa papa kesi ya no ba ha na ne nase atata ya okasa no de nsa katana no ane but we de ne say sa papa no
ba te de mo kan nyina Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsules adawroma ena mama pomudre sa no.
Wow, why you nice and kasa Spanish garlic mixture ene ne capsule
eboa mo boje di afrisane wo nipadua no mu na aboa sisasabro anwotutuo hypertension ete cholesterol so obi otadwo so antentem pa gas gina wo yam ema akora amane amuhunu mafichi kromu nyina atuatwa obi akora wadware wie no afa na ne ho ye ne hene
enti asono Spanish ginkgo capsules ana
Spanish ginkgo eno de ye nnuanu nura watwe free ginkgo biloba ene soya oil mu emma wadwemo so da ho
Martin so say yes eye anti aging and ma good retentive memory
na ye ton ne hene
Antec Herbal Center for ene ayi enye na pharmacies chemical herbal shop apemfu abato mo manufo no kwada wo ne mfedum mienu enka ho FDA agi edwedie nkra
3CP. Efie bi ehia 3CP bambo.
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for Frabejaswo washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, any dog clear. I bet you know that. Seba mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the account, anyone says you see now. Franco, in our binya the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco, Quabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one in Roxy Cinema, the enemy, friend 0246 422 338. In a 055-5939-311. Franco electrical appliances papa.
Hey, Pedro, come here, son, and say, who ya Pedrianu?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules no me no me no. Just a man tia aduane pampan, menu mu atosoma. Na nse hu se wo be sori na me na ho. Eya na me kwa jogging o. Ahoɔden na bedwa, metimi nante afuru sane a, menti brebium san se, emoja ne timi free adwuma. Immune system no so eye na adwuma.
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre. And who di ho adanse no.
Men na mese wo se se de wontimi mfa bibia mbrofo me subiom. Ofura, mefro, wusane nso a, mesane.
Anya kwadwo, mesimi di asɛm asi. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daruma. Ambama your best ma.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules eye dra. Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum sa wonumu a boost immune system. Wa waye kese boost obesity wedropa. Eni rheumatism arthritis. Mo pedodo to enko Kimberlin Avenue. Okaishi Drug Lane ewo enkran. Drugstore biemu we sabetimi akabi. Wo betimi afre Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275 804064 and 0302 938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Adwa na den tina no pa no pa why ko say
bra kojo enye nkofo ye omo me feature ya me di misikese kaka na no pe mama me sesi for me
ane ma men kanfo aboko bi area ura bank ema we area ura bank or savings and current account wo ho o susu account so e wo ho no aboko bi area ura bank wo bosia ahodo bibira ye de ma ye adwadifo ebi ni susu loan the microfinance loan or nhyehyeye so de ma baban adwumayefo ene bosumia adwumayefo a wona katua efa aboko bi area ura Bank ne wana wana katua kora emfa ho no Abokobi Area Bank wo shares afi o treasury bill ene fixed deposit ya yodima adwadifo ya ehunsi ho no eso yie pa obehu Abokobi Area Bank won nkrabata no bi ewo Madina Dome Asharibotwe Oyarefa ene Adenta bank ni ti ewo Abokobi one Abokobi lorry station no ene di hwe ni mu obetimi afre ewa homatrofo iso 027 412 2122 WhatsApp so no number ne 028 911 3052 Abokobi Area Bank ono G ono
Sebamed range of products unam boafo Adepano no kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba mese adepa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu nsomu dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efrenso huhuru wanu anopa bia na ema wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana esohie ehyewo a fa 3CP efrenso fifa so eno ano no wo shevu wi a fa 3CP efra enso fifa so na beboa obebre 3CP ehye pimples epompo ekro na ekumkro ene mrimu ya wonso 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores bia mu atufonko adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi fre 0302 664 832 kumase adepa pharmacy ewa dum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
shaping the nation 107.1 hey on man shaping the nation 107.1 hey on man shaping the nation 107.1 hey on man
107.1 so near Busia for Mama Kwaba Fin and Semno Ebeshas here. This one says, kindly wish Mrs. Augusta Jima, Chief Nursing Officer, Medical Department, Kuala Lumpur Teaching Hospital, a great and triumphant birthday for me. Kuya Fusia Ewo Dansuman Ena Odi way by Enti Augusta, Mrs. Augusta Bakope, happy birthday to you, Chief Nursing Officer. Nyankopon ento wonkwa enem. Ye kwa mano so na ye ne the Honorable Charles Forson MP Tema Central akwakodi nkoma nra Yura Kennedy ohene Japan ko veteran na oka ho na ye ne no ni ho nkomo kakra. Okay, the line no a drop it. Ebesan ahwe yensa kanwa na ye de no ato so na afi ye de nkomo aka no e de atoa so Manase apia kubi. He says, Ken message is really moving Ghanaians to like him. Oda say, Minya, Oda say, pa. This one says, good morning, Honorable YAB. Please kindly help me. Nash Bentel family of the USC Qatar Accra Apam. Teman, ye washi a daughter, Nana, ye boa ba Bentel. Happy, glorious birthday. Nana, ye boa ba Bentel. O celebrate your birthday. Busuani nyina say yen wish you well. Omo asro Nyankopon ahoden nam Yesu Kristo so say encounter na emwa ema ne awoye bia nso entumi emremu. Aha 107.1. Mami hwase me sabeka ora Charles Forsena. Openi yenwache no pay.
Pejimuso na mpacho bibia boko de.
Boko nyame adom ade ache. Na wonso aye.
Na me de ache. Me ntia wo ankasa ne for any Central for Bibia, any team cancel the case you'll be
Mona Nam. One on and nanti over the years. You can't say describe Kena. Who say?
Yeah, so okay. As it who describing the papa, de kakra. Oh, attributes ni Dawson. But the American system is or you nipa just like me no, but no the near or you know a queen they be I make say only the impactor in a sense obi or ya dear no no impactor
obi or ye bibi ma enyansunsun so onkrofo so
exactly and in tiasuna or you be or the addition in Nisu, now they are the business in Nisu via the pa. Say, in so a Kwama party, or Kwama, Nipa, or Kwamo BPA. Or you'll be also obey. and maybe I don't know. So far, my boy say, "Oh, you'll be an achiever. Oh, you'll be what the ideation is that." Over no, we ya and personal and home. Yes.
And now we na you about vetting no so now can obey you ancient model. And na kai me build your party people. Okay, no. Build your party people. Build your party people. More money than nam no. If you say dam de boy ebo free fee. Na brabo ene ne nkasa ya na influence be na enya wo so.
Tell me I want to make a businessman to solve no. I say, what do you mean?
Yeah, meaning
me some employing call for, and I believe that the circles are full of. They say, show me your circle, and I'll show you who you are. Show me your character, and I'll show you who you are. So I am me anyway. Me, the double C's. And see, I know the circle for no, because when I'm not stable, who they won't be. So Obi Bianco say, "Oh, yeah, you did the thing na Obia, or impact into the bigger society." What shall I because Obiani, that is why I always say, "Oh no, they be say, both your party people, me be juma, they be no be juma." Or to say, Obi toy juma now on the or no makoto because the nipo woman can be better. And see, I mean, Obia. Look, one thing, they be America, what people don't know. Yeah, number one, the national security situation. Youth unemployment. Youth unemployment. Me former constituency executive ever me ho. Now, at the Kuntia, would be honorable Chipa Kane, they said, Neba, we invested 2019. Other city fee, and the people you chop money, man. Emma me pani ya kwatu abano oso no onko to 2024 enti saati bia wo ye wo mu bebre. That is why Kennedy said ono de butaye ba fun say ye be bi adwuma oba empa wan nkofo na nkofo bi adwuma because me bi adwuma na me employ 100 more open usu bi ufan nkofo 100. Just imagine 100 folks bebre no say reduce unemployment. Hello.
Metron Kappa.
That rubber is so attractive.
Yeah.
That is why what's not taxi more. Taxi driver say, I'm a dear man to abo, but Mode Canadian Japan back 2020 Metuaba. Chat out to more. Sana, who could transfer for banking or an apawi. Marcia or banking or. Ambacatro said, near Ketua, Kakrabi or all the Kennedy bar, Yabeto. Oko pensioner, obi our pensioner. Also have you on the na bemebu, but what the Kennedy bar betuaba. A chebibi. Enya MPP, yen delegate few no, and ya Ghana mamuni nara. Umwe GDO, honorable Kennedy Japan will say, ya the Nepa, Yamabasakra. I'm a Ghana positive. I'm a BPA. Enti, yedinechi, ya born to us. You didn't know, and you didn't know about obey. And in chance you would be pa Sagana Bafan into my pa if rap ye.
As a break, any more, no who say the campaign no a gada momentum as a dear Chibia, a modeno a costro. A dear name makes a difference, no.
Amount for 8 chief a foam. And Americano, what's that taxing? Who could just mosque. Obi bia say only papa ne ba ye beto. And it was a debia na campaign when it said project back on. Where it was that's over to Mrs. Christina Japan. Ashanti region. Honorable no Western North, Bono Bono East. Yemu bisune wa other regions. But the rare issue is a amount for acting as I said, look, your power come 2028, based on that, and Baba, and your prophecies now, or more prophecies, maybe a Christian, may believe in God through Christ Jesus. I believe in prophecies. However, a Ghana for almost a team I'm for no, almost say, Obibia, open MPP year. for Kennedy Japan bra. And it just about to be penny for Obian Falam, Mebu, Obia. What is it? Into Eja, Yamboa, Yamboa, Yakum, Obiamboa, where Penny say a communal labor to save the motherland.
Yeah.
Open say a communal labor not to save the MPP, to save the motherland. When you cook at with senior college or parliament, only the debut or say the team anthem of even the campaign to save the motherland. And then she wants to be and sacrifice it, the little penny. The little penny, you sacrifice it, the little resources, ideas. You understand? Then the quality and ability a victory. No.
Orange Charles Folson said okay to save our motherland. Ghana were challenges we unemployment situation a woman free more galamsey honsem and the crowd is in contum the crowd could and I ask them for fro. Your challenges now what do when you share a kesi a dear nema wunya ora ken mujidi say sa niema ya kesi one on the bit me aye ho adwuma
because no a selfless leader na galamsey asam no Obian so on but no say he believes in sustainability in mining, sustained mining, because I will say responsible mining. Mining quiet and mining. Mining issue. In fact, the last time when we water treatment place, I saw, but Obian said, "Can they obey?" Look, he believes in alternative livelihood. That is why, among the policies, look, there is a policy, 1 million Ghanaian youth to go into agric. Another 1 million Ghanaian youth will go into business with syndicated facility. What I say? And a sad way to me, because mining, our sisters, Omuya Galamsey, Nadiana, use almost laborers. I will say, finding alternative livelihood more, which is very, very key and critical. Which ought to be sponsored by government. Now, Papa, no, acquire come 2028, or assuming the presidency in January 7, 2029, mind blowing. But no, he needs a starting point. The starting point, any chance of Ghana, say, young woman, community labor to save the motherland. We can only save this motherland with Honorable Kennedy or Japan. Our issues, but doable. Galamsey, yes, you remember before 2020 elections, President Nana, in a way of stopping Galamsey, our water bodies all became clean.
Yeah. And okay.
So it's me, I can't say it's me. And this JI himself can no more yet because one person no more benefited from it. From other, one person no more benefited. This is why President Mahama or your candidate Mahama or so about within 6 months about stopping Galamsey. You call October. But that is why a lot more people are crying, say, or saying a candinia, Nyama different kakra. Because we don't, I think yet trauma people should lose hope. Politician, maybe a pure business person. Now, I don't go baby me say, I'm a business, so it's also a politician. You understand? The classification of political class, I will say a new beer, over changing narrative, But Nipa ba open. Sa Nipa ba no e Canadian in Japan. Only no ba, me say, okay, say never because of Queen Nipa deeply, and not of Ghana. Other MPP, not the Ghana, that is why we need somebody who says, I'm coming to save the motherland. And they are very, very critical. Opening.
Yeah, can agree who come as a Sawunya, one may bet tie whichy, regional frame, Wabusia, Wasafo, Baby away with Juma, business community, no. We are businessman in Tina Mibisa. Mo platforms are hold also name come dear more moody no. Must say.
The business community, no be as a brave politician. If a businessman become a leader. Oh, be a businessman, me as a person, I lost so much capital because you're importing Yama. And I'll tell you, honestly believe I will say a reverse importation of just everything. That is why Mekunu will go into agric, rare industrialization. That is where the Asian miracle empower and call for to stand as rare business mogul. Look, the situation our businessmen went through and bring people. That is why they chose even not to support the party MPP. In Tibet, as for the business community, they are all for Kennedy Japan. Businessman, I'll say, Papa, with your chair here, or the business here, okay, we will support him to come to power. And in Tibet, a businessman we're taking a cost, you know. And those are motivation to show, say, Sana, and Pimpimpa normal type of furniture, and yet read a few polling station, electoral area coordinator, constituency region, any MPs, any former executives in Dabi. And yet they say Shakra. The larger grouping. Now, I mean, a strong one call for a channel. I just said the hope is there. I will say, you remain focused, and may yet they be brave. Which is it is really working. And yet they keep telling you and go for a buyer on daily basis. Yinka pictures. We hardly say Yinka pictures because yes, Nifani Bano Yijma. Ijma Pana Moyan. It will reflect come 31st of January. And so go for buyer almost every day. Almost moving from campaign to we don't do that. And a baby may say weekend we never region. It will not be way because you're company because you're able to save motherland. And I won't get over save motherland, then after seeing your baby out to be traveled to that would add our man for because you're who be that. In Teja, Srana business community, a lot more should come on board. Srana unemployed, a lot more should come on board. But critically, my papa any polling station for you see a him for they try him for. Yes, Ramon. Ghana for issue. So they need Canadian Japan leadership. They need to be transforming. Transforming. But I even say Kennedy is just not a transformation or generative leader because he believes in sustainability. Your best to be beyond polling station for no. Beyond kind of policy. The narrative say, I am going to focus, and then Nanado, echo 3 times. Before echo twice. However, but it is about the performance. It is about the season. Season which I say he'll be after John Dramani Mahana. Will be about reposition politics as a whole. Because main person over who knows our politician with the no. It ought to stop from 2028. And in terms of be a politician, be a say never can Japan bra. We be a both divide. NPP and this university can the body our higher. Can your body our higher. NPP from penny from over. Some will even ask say, what some me be a public. We tell them that no public and win here. Yen ye human will form, 14 will form, and in here. Opening. Yeah, born to her. Yeah, slow bibia. Yeah, but some more who they did so they be a mobile. But yet, district Yanko a marmor and never ensure star one touch victory. No, so okay, one touch victory. And
Orange as for some, Mammy Musa was semi. Baby, we are say what say, baby, we are see Gina, specifically Ghana, baby, Gina say. Between digital and business, a back call in line, but the one here was a decline. Na etimia ma yema na pija.
I would say hand in hand. What I say, because go here juma. Juma be most juma hard on. Juma be so soft. So that is why remotely no. You will be in a situation frame no. say through digital means.
Yes.
But once you know, also studio, that is the so we have the intangible and the tangibility. One you cannot decouple one from the other.
Yes.
However, person woman, your friend is saying 1 million Ghanaian youth to go into business. Also, more hard business, no. But what's in your mention? Because once you give 1 million Ghanaian youth the capital to go into farming, once you give 1 million, what the 1 million youth, what the call into your friend is businesses are. Now also with the another over support another more training in soft business and it's a bit different because when to me I implemented the hard one, which is Obi your friend Obi by farming, so man capital.
Yeah.
The soft will come in bank for no systems down between electronically in the kind of back. Those are the big. That is why they work hand in hand. However, in you work Ghana with the level of unemployment, we need to actually do the hard one. That is a tangible one. However, the hard and then the soft all work hand in hand.
Between the two, no, you need to far workers do.
Of course, the heart. I mean, somebody came out 1 million Ghanaian youth.
Yes, the heart.
1 million.
It me found value chain. I am the woman. I don't have do.
Yes, because me say 1 million big capital. Now me yedi pa bafo. Me sa 1 million. Now me decide say me for nipa 2 account one. 3 million in effect. Oh man. 1 million. Me sa 1 million. 1 million capital to start business. Now my for nipa bafo for 2 million. So the two combined. I always estimate it to be about 5 million. What from the unemployment base now? Actually, you reduce unemployment drastically in Ghana. Then the soft counting, something here how to manage the chain processes. What I say?
Yeah.
But I will say the hard ones, you know. I mean, your friend is saying online is critical, digital space. Mobile money, digital space. So many things are based on digital space. However, what circles you see now, and people know here a jumano, only hard a juma. And your hard so or quack or dog the tangible ones. Everyone say, okay, crack a fabibi, abe juma. And that is what Kennedy is talking about. Kennedy is talking about the hard, he's also talking about the soft. However, I was saying the base. The hard base ever found of be brave away a human. It me, Ghana will be one of European countries they be a economy. And let's open America, Canada, UK. A man anymore, you ain't me a baby party.
Yeah.
Yes, it is all because you provide the environment for people to have access to jobs. And in terms of urban.
Yeah, no, I see. But Enra Vertin or Echo say.
Oh, Echo, I mean, Vertin did make Enra, and I don't know, family meeting, and yet it was about the policy. So now, on your minister, now, opposite the president. I didn't just know, some man, the deputy ministerial position. 1G, Nana, so we can say we are 1G. Then he gave answers to that effect. He said, he is a generic person. Generic just or you nipa or you at a given time. So presidency fits him well. Because once you box into one ministry. I just said, to me, and I mean, they were all impressed. The committee were so impressed with the output. I mean, family were your friends, a gathering, and how to reshape MPP and how we must come together post 2020 January 1st. The real way now. in Kabum no. And I always say, in Kabum, I also try to say, as a people, you better create in Kabum no more. Because without unity, that is why I was saying, I measure. So, when I say, I am Pierre Bebre. Nobody, because our focus and the purpose is for us to win 31st of January to come save the motherland. I think that's no I mean, opinion kasa on our born and tour. And we did this Ghana for a tiny polling station for electoral area coordinator. Any former executive, any regional executive. Obia Babwa, and we did it 31st of January, no, Nyamebakata, through Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Bibia fine.
Bibia fine. Right as force never do I say.
But
Miss Rewa, also for ya catch and mam say me appeal at the amount so for nti Miss Renwa ya on also identify polling station for no more na sorry no monkasa. Ya na so for no be aso for no be free and am say polling station for no mu nyina wa sorry no mu nti.
Amu ya wa.
Ai. The so for be council obefa.
But okay. That's na project our part also.
Yeah, Miss Medase. That's yo Nyankopon kan ho ora Charles Forson MP Tema Central and yene no din command 107.1 suni ye ka say de nana asante enso atena ase said the anopa bia me appeal to our pastors across the country and even beyond Ghana polling station for no mo ne mo and e wa sorry papa so take it upon yourself na identify omo na ni omo nkasa one after the other. If you say Nyankopon aka kire mo say the next president of the Republic of Ghana Yura Kennedy or Hine Japan na said Nyankopon ni bibi o de fa nipa so na osoma Jona say onko no kana say ma wan ko kan nam so ma afi we bi okopie no no anani nye ho no me mpese be wi ase Nyankopon we ka kire say me ka kire wo say pani wono na me de no ba djuma be na wo ye edifa ho nti anopa we no mesre say obey we announcement was on kura busa say police station for no mo ha no mo he obi ampagya nsa you get them ubetumi nso afase aye no boko so just to help na Onyankopon asema waka no etumi abamidin ede ya amufa boache ye ne honorable Charles Forson MP Tema Central na ehyasie me kai wo say free SHS ana say SHS said ye nyina yenim no ya aba online no adwuma pa wo for do no ano di wo mani a kire SHS online platform no so ya wo ne mpanimfo a wo de aba no edin komo ensem a ye tete wo afi placement ho no enye de wo for obi wo ho no ma yesi to 10,000 ebi kura 20,000 to get an admission edia ya na kwada no o pedi ama no nti esese utua 20,000 10,000 to get admission with school a wo mreko a this 10,000 betumi amount portable computer na amount internet edi aka ho wa dress baby kama as a reading room now the amount kwada no sa kwada no ye very sharp within 2 years ye man kwan am watch on exams at university within 3 years ye man kwan within 4 years depending on akwala no the strength any baby or pese okro ni nyina agina kwada kro no so na I tell you sa kwada no se wa bon se de ya with consistency and perseverance and a BT a talent. I tell you, consistency a BT talent into a sort of palm and BB depend no find the book. Nafi additional a coso. Now while be born some man within the shortest possible times all the hobo SHS online Shannon so near my better to say kind PTA meeting I will be call prayer mattress I will be to bosumi biasika or the be call kwadana nya duane ani we nyina no ofo benya no free shsonline.edu.gh okohwa platform no ewo ho no wahwe so shsonline.edu.gh na anyone mo so omde aba no eni nkomo na me kai wo se mpanimfo bi a won mo nim se de ngomesua ho mfaso na wo mo professors ebinum doctors na waka ho abomu a aban ese de nsa hya ase se wo mo enkyere me ya de free 0599 0599022998 0599022998 na ene mpanimfo no eni nkomo na ne asante yebo amemu akwaba boko de okay da se ano pay so na oba na kwam ne makoye
nsuo no na egugu
nsuo no de Sana was eba.
Yes, I said late.
Wende.
Bijidi say nyametias.
Late no eba no ha de we late kura bako.
That's the point, sir. Yen de no entumi enye sa. Da na metie papa bi samo na oka said they woka asofo ne ade.
Yes.
70% of population organ it's assumed say ye nyina ye Christopher.
Yes.
Bonen so do na edos. It's na assemble ne ka wo property. Onti abrofo ne nti omo yesa no. Omo ye very punctual e wo adwuma because from the word go omo ko asori ne ade nyina ne time ne kasa ye ka kire omo kakra na ekọ no en na pushi omo abedu da bi a omo do. Nti it is time because some me no wo kase osofo bi afran crofo se momra sorry. Ono so wo adwuma e so ye boso mi so ko jaketua. E bone
so one se momra adwuma ono ho no. So ono na adwuma wo ye. Ono na adwuma wo ye no nti ono de wafa nyansa. Ono no e na adwuma na wo aye.
Good. Wow, enti wo no kwakoji aban aketua. Emereko a wo ni adwuma mo ono. Menkase nyamesom eye bone. But there is time for everything. Enti mere ne so na esa wo kwa adwuma sorry. Transport system so I know so na o mine so ebem because be sorry for year. Na wakofaka. On train ma 5 na mbo no wapon adwuma. O say the other time ye kan sa de we fa ye time ye de kwa adwuma.
Yes.
Ye nya hwi e wo kuruma no. O pa calculate ye nyina ye calculate ye time. Ye de call time ye de fi eco lunch time I would be fi adwuma utum say virtually we are doing nothing. But Esan said the all share so no ono so anya hwinti no wagya ne ye nyina wo no enti na ya bra bo na ite se ne number bi a enenem kenye sade a megidi se o man we die nyame nhira ode amaye no da bi anka se du no mengi ne se edu ho ye nyina ye asese ye ho anopa bi a ye sori anopa wo da usumi ye sansa na abekọ no bisa ho se ne de me koye se the president for nyim no ese ebe yesu fa na ebeye the prophet Muhammad fana no obisa ho na wokọ ebisa mi hu ne enti a nipa 70 assuming say 2030 na aka no eye muslimi ene omo a eye esom oda eyi na omo kra de no kra de ehu ebisa wudi bone instantly ese ye de ye o enti den na ye ka ye man no I say ko ba bia ekọ no and we are calling for someone to come and redeem us from troubles or minor echo. And can you say basa? No, the principles are Onyakopon edemayen. Yendi so, and on abrafuni diso.
Yeah.
Eyi uncrofo ya omunim fefe almost tembi Japanese fui. What dear to her dear chobe coneda ho. Almost nyenya wi yasumi no almost omo kan almost Onyakopon. Eye den obi de otumi ye. Na ye na de 247 yet sorry dem yet nyamesem. And so abani sika kra no o mani sika kra no yesen wia yen kasa kra no yesisi ya ho then something is wrong because I propagate the gospel of Christ and may Allah bless his name Muhammad and church omudi ma ye nyina and obi ade bo ne bra galamsey will not be like this galamsey NC and a corruption will not be I to say the norm of your society. So who Oscar through whatever means I to say no and our honor which should not be the case. And yes sir, and can so where I appeal for Redeemer to come and redeem us, Redeemer Embra, Yabo Honorable Can Japan Dino. Anka NC. So anka structure so ye Juma kono so or no so enjoy the time our areas. But look at us now. Mesre, ye papa no man suffer. Na sembe ne ka property no. It is ye share we are say or mine said the tia
Ghana Ekoye. Are you happy? And yet a year would be children and stick a tarot count and the chill usu. Dear wo ye now will be a one way no and no usubino. Ocean and jai. Mena midikai. 107.1 Suni High Omanfm. That's Nana Asante, head of sports. Family Drilling Company Limited. Family Drill Company Limited. Wonom emao eniema nai atego obenya so mfaso papa obesi dan a obehia nsu omo se maye ntubo ho ma ekọ nanim kakra na se nyame yo adom na oye o plumbing works na almost ye be ama e do time obey jana bi on say dan e kwa nani mu ansa na wa hwe ba bi abey jana bia ne ade na biodigester eno so almost ye be ama waya bia waya wadwen say opese o ye swimming pool kakra dro wi a obedam no ne ade na almost ye no so ye be ama Family Drill Company Limited omo ma oniema 9 fa o ma so ye no ba ko Kumase ba ko Enkran ha ba ko Okoforudua na ba ko Suhum mesrew companies mo frɛ wo mo na mo no wo mo nya adwuma wani tua sɛ ba sɛ wo so frɛ companies a mo ma ba bebo abɛyɛ adwuma na ma ankra companies no wo frɛ ne ba ko nan a e ka wo bɛbɔ no sɛ nka wo frɛ we mo nko anka ye half you know mo amo esi adan na mo nim enti frɛ 0244 144 822 0244 144 822 0240 333 111 na ene Family Drill Company Limited for enkomodie no entime enkoso Oak City International College OAK City International College wonom se men kan kire se wo mo admission na so ya pon ye ti say ade ya mo accreditation e wo bibia wo mo ye ho nti se wo ma certificate I am hihye bi enim registered general nursing wo mo ye medical laboratory wo mo ye ene ne yekeka ho it is lab technicians onyuma hodo a mo ye no mo ye ono me frafra nro eho adesua wo mo ye healthcare pharmacy home based care assistant ni nyina wo mo eye wo mo eye marketing e communication eno nso so ye ma certificate nsentro adwuma nso wo mo eguso cinema eno nso wo mo ye ho adwuma ya eno nso ye ma certificate ICT certificate na che se wo kɔ ho a watu edi emare mfi entry requirement na SSC NFI wasi oye obi a oye mature student I think say started from 25 years ekro omo ebejo ababa in the yedu awuram na wonso anya enwumesua just about 5 minutes walk ewo Adenta SDA junction tot to teen school no 5 minutes walk from home enti Shannon so free 0267 975-014 0267 975-014 0204 239-493 na ene Oak City International College abusuafo no eni enkomo the lucky everywhere just dial *712# na follow instructions no option 1 no wa dial ye na nkasa wo ye nso e am obia option 2 no follow odo momo atil ticket you are good to go the lucky everywhere dial *712# na fi follow instructions no eno ano no be hu an se wo phone no esu konkran esu sade a na kire se sika no aba sika na kire se aba betom no anope wo didi wi a edura wo be hia e beboa Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules or ninu Spanish ginkgo capsules no so ho enum sandroi e de bom hye so fama me wo didi wi a fa bi gu so na nane nuane nuru ahodo ni nyina ni padua no ntwe na fi ensan nane ne yesrade ni nyina no na emma mesen ba bi eton ro bia kwa a wonsa ebeka bi Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish ginkgo capsules fred 0266 114 111 na en Spanish abusuafo no nso encoding komo.
I was prepared. I believe I answered all the questions and they know I'm ready to be president of this country. They really wanted to know why I want to be president and my vision for the country as well as the party. So I enumerated a couple of points on how I'm going to address some problems. So basically that was the interview. They know I've been through and through party man for so long. So I didn't face any serious questions or they didn't antagonize me because they know my potential already. But they asked tangible and reasonable, I would say reasonable questions. They were not hostile to me and I was free to answer their questions. I started there too. I told them and explained what I mean by Asian model. You know, I've seen some proof. Let me explain further. The Asian model, what they did that time when they decided to compete with Europe and America was that they identified potential talents and potential businessmen and funded their projects like Darewood, Hyundai, Samsung in Korea, for instance, they made conscious efforts to support them by giving them loans. And the loans, what they did was that if Honorable Kwaku Kwarteng decides to build this building, they will ask for the cost of the raw materials and where he's going to get the raw materials from. The government then sends the money to the company manufacturing the raw materials. And they will give you a couple of months. If you tell them the imports or your raw materials or whatever equipment you're going to use will arrive in 3 months. In 3 months, the following week, 3 months, one week, they are there to inspect if indeed you receive the equipment. Now, what they do is that the government partners the individual, the private sector. So they will win themselves off when you finish paying the loan. Then it becomes your business. I was prepared. I believe I answered all the questions, and they know I'm ready to be president of this country. They really wanted to know why I want to be president and my vision for the country as well as the party. So I enumerated a couple of points on how I'm going to address some problems. So basically that was the interview. They know I've been through and through party man for so long. So I didn't face any serious questions, or they didn't antagonize me because they know my potential already. But they asked tangible and reasonable, I would say reasonable questions. They were not hostile to me, and I was free to answer their questions. I said it there too. I told them and explained what I mean by Asian model. You know, I have seen some proof. Let me explain further. The Asian model, what they did that time when they decided to compete with Europe and America was that they identified potential talents and potential businessmen and funded their projects like Daewoo, Hyundai, Samsung in Korea, for instance. They made conscious efforts to support them by giving them loans. And the loans, what they did was that if Honorable Kwaku Kwarteng decides to build this building, they will ask for the cost of the raw materials and where he's going to get the raw materials from. The government then sends the money to the company manufacturing the raw materials. And they will give you a couple of months. If you tell them the imports or your raw materials or whatever equipment you're going to use will arrive in 3 months. In 3 months, the following week, 3 months, one week, they are there to inspect if indeed you receive the equipment. Now, what they do is that the government partners the individual, the private sector. So they will win themselves off when you finish paying the loan. Then it becomes your business.
107.1 so ni hayo Omanfm nana asante yanko yanim kakra utie de owura Ken e kan na me busa specific question baby a Ghana gina sesi na me busa owura Charles Forson se wo hwe enema hodo a ekoso wo wiase baby a wiase no ekro baby a Ghana gina sesi a between all person manipa employment digital and business normal business ayeye ye bi enwuma no ne wo he ne betumi influence system no yie e ba se o pese o ma mebunu no adwuma
ni nyina ehia na ade nyina ne se won say honorable Kennedy Japan some work about Asian model no adding value to raw materials and natural resources and no one create jobs. The reason is say cocoa profit no Switzerland ondua cocoa.
He was talking about identifying potential business people within the society.
Ondua cocoa. Asu cocoa nya profit sin ye nya yedua cocoa. Adan ya wa add value.
So obi nim na ni so obere no add value.
Exactly. So you need to identify say ade we potential a woman. Now one who akachire ya omofa businessman say when you invest in cocoa now what added value you get more money. One with the identity no palm oil plantation are okay. Obi be ye palm oil no businessman back and an investor at the year seminar baako nso fa palm kernel no ɛde ayɛ oil a ɛno wɔ rich nneɛma a ɛbɔ nipadua ne sen the normal one a ɔmo yɛ no enti wohu saa nneɛma yi a ɔhɔ na wɔkyerɛ nipa ne sɛ potential no aha ne ha ɛna ɛwɔ enti when you invest in it you will get money then in investing in it no he needs to get people on hand a ɔmo bɛyɛ saa adwuma no asa efi sɛ yɛn chocolate factory a wɔ ha no nipa he na employ ɔmo ɛna apart from chocolate ne yɛde cocoa ne bɛyɛ no ɛdɛn bio ɛna yɛde yɛ cocoa research ɛwɔ tafo ɔmo de cocoa yɛ brandy.
I remember say sabra na ora bo ahen edu ɛwɔ cocoa board no mebisa ne sɛ ade na businessmen ɔmo krom ha no cocoa ne ya ne yɛka sɛ demo a wonom no na unya ehmo nuane ndro no ɔmo ntumi tablet no so na oni akro no sɔre no didi wi a na bia 2 tablets and 3 tablets wa di nsu aguso na wanom ade rather than safi na ko ye nsu hie ne ade we de ya tablet no na we ya na wa no so woni binu ma didi ho nkomo but answer omo interest no e wo form and na me ne no ya adwen because on so ono no onye business person and to add value obetumi aka but emfaso e wo say free sober ene eniema hodo a yebetumi anya free mu no ebi ono no ntumi nya that in-depth explanation but when you're a businessman or business ase ye na so ne nuanom business for no kasa obra ono no mampani a ono betumi ni wo mu adwene na hia so
onem ne nyina ne say won say businessman no nya scientist enti wo be hia cocoa research for no na when ni business community na hia na wa kyerɛ mu the potential ɛwɔ cocoa mu potential ɛwɔ sugarcane potential ɛwɔ ɛyɛ coconut even ye bibia wie no coconut ɛho no de yetumi di ye and why you should invest in it and a platform so as a business person who lead the country no o create platform na support system or no invest wo mu kra na land in your problem.
Nana Asante, my meaning I'll go back to question me busa between digital and o create physical business young for ebenye biya na de wo he na betumi afa nipa no edodo but my menkwa homa no so ne Dr. Benjamin K Sasu ora Sasu ewa homa no so deputy head National Food Safety Laboratory and then veterinary or veterinary doctor ya ni no eni nkomo kakra na okay mo aje now what you say okay omunyina da say I am hihie bia ba kroma nti ya na e expert na ye ne no adi nkomo na no na EP for ye nhwehwemu ewo miaye a ye tu sika galamsey yi omo hwe enwene ahodo ewo ho that's fish omo hwe enuane a yedua wo ho afi omo hwe niema ahodo a ebetumi akoni paduanum ene nsunsuanso a ede beba minim say bia wati bi wo failed no efa he na obetu omanfofo ewo mu a eyehu
sana nipa yete no iba aduane a akade oba de ede kan ho dare bian ididi ama apomudi ayedin na ya so hwese na ekona nipa ye ejumedi ensesa na ye dawson obulu ka population na ovo ye de mutima ye na aduane so adults aman population is so ebi so fa bon kwan so ebi so fa kwan papa so ana ejumedi so ye di no ewo ye important no say ye di ejuma industry mining in your nyina no and so was as so one ewo ye fast so nti environmental protection agency there authority some your authority no abra nya no omo ye dey friend say surveillance omo ko check the air course ye obi bia no levels nti omo ko ran epa asase no ehwe say oh asase dey onyoma say abu na omo bi to mo just approach threshold approach level and say ebepa wana na ebro so a then e ka train ni ahwe ana mo za so ehwe aduane mu so ehwe say then so levels are nyoma bi ewuko mu no eye ma ya na say ni because your levels and say person enya yo nyu kwa nse do mu enyina nti sɛ wohwɛ a afei bɛ sɛ mmienu nie and issue of galamsey no abɛyɛ asɛm a nkɔfoɔ abɛtɔ poro so yɛhwɛ nsu ɛsɛ ne nneɛma no a na ne kwan no ɛda hɔ sɛ ɔmo yɛ nhwɛmu ɛso fa nneɛma wei mu a ɛyɛ ɔmo adwuma a ɔmo kɔyɛɛ no ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ebi a ɛyɛ edu yi asase no yɛ na every metals na efi mining no ebi wɔ mu saa so na aduane a yɛdi no soso no levels no so ɛɛkɔ soro nti aba ne tie no bɔ yɛ kɔkɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa no yɛ onua bi yɛ adamfo bi obi bi anim a ɔdi dwumadi a ɛsɛ asase no yɛbɛbɔ nipa no kɔkɔ sɛ yɛwo yɛ osika na wunye yi wodi unya ne kwan bɔ ne so because yɛdɔbɔ yɛn nam ne yɛ nsogunyam nyinaa no ebedu beebi no yɛn nyinaa yɛdi ne nyinaa no na ɛbɛnya nsabɔ ne ama yɛ so na osika na wunyaeɛ no ambɔ abusua no anaa ambɔ adamfofoɔ yɛtu ɛfo ɛno nso bɛma policy makers so abane so ahwɛ kwan a ɔde bɛ control because ɛho transobɔ no ɛso ɛɛba wɔyɛ so yɛ nipa no yɛsɛ hu sɛ ɛnyɛ pɔtɔpɔtɔ no nyinaa na galamsey no afɛte dɔbayɛ anaasɛ aduane no nyinaa nti sɛ obi di adwuma bi sɛ ɔkɔ na kɔtotɔ nneɛma ɛbɛtɔn wɔ adwa mu a ɛsɛ ohu awie sɛ ɔkɔtɔ aba mu a agya sikasɛm nti ɛyɛ dɛn a ɔbɛ sɛ ɔkɔtɔ ɛba ma na refi sɛ onim deɛ ɔbɛkɔdi sɛ ɔno ankasa bɛkɔ party bi bɛtwama no ɛyie bi anadwumadi bi onim but boy kɔkɔ sɛ yɛnyinaa sɛ yɛahwɛ yie ɛwɔ mu sɛ aba ne sei no obi ka sɛ na ɔmo deɛ ɔmo amowɔ areas a ɔmo nsuo a anaasɛ ɔmo dɔba asena yɛ sei no ɔmo de mo adidi but we can nkwa ɛso nya kyɛn sika asɛm a yɛapiri nyinaa no nti aba ne sei no yɛsrɛ sɛ marketfoɔ ɔmo nkɔdi dwa anaa ɔmo kɔtotɔ nneɛma aba no ɔmo nhwɛ sɛ nneɛma a ɔmo totɔ no ɛyɛ nneɛma a ɛbɛyɛ papa ɛbɛma ɛfɔmuden yɛsi yankasa yɛbɔ de wo sɛ obi anya ahwɛ yie na ɔde di a ɛbɛma yɛ wɔtam anya ahyɛsobɔ ne wia no yɛsi gyae na asase nankasa no ɔba deɛ kae ɛno ankasa bɛyɛle ne ho na yɛtumi nya asetara pa ɛhu sɛ aba ne sei no yɛabɔ nkɔfoɔ mu nka sɛ selected areas na ɔmo yɛ but yɛnka so yɛmfa nya siadeɛ ɔde yɛsi adeɛ na yɛde abɔ de ro sɛ issues a yɛdwumadi a yɛdi ɛfa galamsey ne edwumadi a yɛdi nyinaa na sɛ yɛ ahwɛ yie nti sa no pɛpɛ nea mɛka sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a yɛdi nkɔmmɔ nyinaa no yɛn nyinaa no yɛ dwumadi a ɛsɛ yɛdi ɛnyɛ nkɔfoɔ adwuma a ɔmoyɛ yɛne obiara dwumadi a ɔmoyɛ ɔmo a mokɔtɔ aduane ba kyɛw ba a ɔmo a ɔmokɔfɛ fi sikase ɛde ba nyinaa no ɔmo nyinaa no ɔmo ne sɛ motie mo fie die ne te sɛ ɔmo yɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ ade papa na yɛsia no nkɔfoɔ nya ade papa edi aduane deɛ obi ka yɛn nipa deɛ yɛtumi mfi asetire mu yɛnsuo ntumi nsɛe na aduane nso so ɛnsɛe saa nneɛma mmienu wei yɛyi firi yɛ nipa asetire mu a ɛbɛha adwene paa
no neɛ no ase ɛbɛkasa aseda ɛyɛ odia Dr. Benjamin K. Sasu ɛna yɛne no di nkɔmmɔ no food safety laboratory opani baako a ɔno nso ɔsan yɛ veterinary doctor na yɛne no di nkɔmmɔ no 107.1 so ni high Omanfm Dominion herbal powder nso ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛboa nipadua no ɛyɛ herbal powder egan haya na mpanimfo bi ato ɔmbo ase ahwehwɛ nnua yi bi mu a hunu sɛ ɔmo betumi de aboaye ɛwɔ duro kwan so ama Food and Drugs Authority agye atom na yɛde yɛti anopa kae na hyɛ no nso o satre baako ketwa na ɔde nso hye egu so ɛnkyɛ kora wobɛhu sɛ abam na wasɔne ne nsuo no no wanom owie a 30 minutes wo aduane bi abedia na wadi mesrɛw wokɔm yaya yɛ ton ra unsa bɛkam titru ba bi a yɛ ton ra nipa ɛnom yɛ afrɛ 0543 158195 0543 158195 na ne asante yanko anim
yeah said na mekan one say ebasa you need all stakeholders on board or no as business person not understand say you need land and so now why establish industry land issue a very very serious eti or no nim say business be a better location economics kakra yesua no it's just a localization or location of industry is very important nti we identify ni nyina no to say your free zone board no otumi aka so asante achem agogo koko ewo ho no woye we a asase obi bia no ewo ho road a network de beko nyina no onim say as a business person onim say sade we no eho behia ewo ho now IT and digital ni we no they work hand in hand. The US economy in 2022 digital MOM 2.6 trillion and they adding to our economy. You can imagine what is going to happen in the next year, Sabeba. And it's a saying you move from Obika analog to digital in terms of research in BBA. And the businessman now Obi factory, Obey lab technicians or they add the value to the cocoa and also share butter and say you will need them. And they will all come together and it will give us that job creation now.
Okay.
The reason now, if you are business person, no advantage in say one or no identify area now to say make a success. No, when you be first to be secure land because it's very important. So be yes and man. After you obey provide a platform anything. And ye juma nyina na wuko bia udu sika nyina ekoko shem. Enti bia your bank so obeka kire agriculture development bank say your core duty and say obey den obe support agri sector no I will treat you say nkrofo we e going to share butter omo going to cocoa omo going to your friend say palm oil plantation one year you need to support them. It is a support no ho no ma adan na yentumi employ nkrofo yenuanom farm hands a wo be hia lab technicians a wo be hia and sana your finance and factory workers in so ubenya and no ebetwe a lot of the youth of the street but essence say ye add value bia na raw materials in your kono gold wo de kami kachem jewelry shop bi e wo kroma no ma omoye bibi eto wa ha ye de ni nyina komo mo na waye no abeton kakra bia no de be frefrem na aba beton ama expensive and when you add value to na ye nipa na kasa no wo a wo ko school kakra no so add value a wo de kwakoji pay kese na then na raw material na was asenso de wo add value ansa na de akoma onipa no and in any case wo share Africa hanoma ye wo numbers na o kase wo ye bibia wo betumi a supply nkrofo ye nuanom a wo inland country ti se Mali, Niger ne Burkina Faso no a lot of niam bi wo hanoma omo ni I am share in so Volta River now. It amazes me. So we could even omodi ebia dam ebia no. You bet me dam na export the amount so.
Yeah, sure.
But we are not doing it. And you need someone who thinks outside the box to bring all these factors together at the mouth sadia no. It bakunko njabako because one obi na ebeye to say fancy enu coach Chris. Or work evas no and niema no mo de research and answer mo de test for laboratory no asesa now a press of a button kra won ni fie kra no obetumi a kire say banchi ya wo koto enye and I start your no e wo form
but I say Nana Asante is adding to your already rich morning show repertoire with a very meaningful contribution to the program of late and must be commended for that. It is amazing his wide range of knowledge on topical issues, and we as listeners do really appreciate his contribution. And this one is coming from Okuseku Ewo Damfa. Agra Odase, Nana Asante, so onye Nana Asante. Odase pa. And William says, please greet Mr. Asante Eboa for me. I like his submission. God bless him. Kennedy is a businessman and he knows how to go about business. He has even identified some areas for development. Okay, Uncle Joe Oka Price. Miss Udino. YAB has started raining here in Suhum. Thanks again for your update. Fifi Eshe Suhum. Fifi, Yansoya da Kwedi Amponse said. We have shifted from valuing a good name above riches to believing that riches are better than a good name. Morality is at its lowest. It is no longer matters how one becomes rich. Okay, my young Kwahumano, so I hope Kennedy can restore same sanity to our system. Na nesi ama ya na wasanya hwe ni yi ede ama me Princess Honorable Amofa morning. I've taken it upon myself to tour about 80% of the Eastern region, speaking to our polling station executives. Rakendasi. And I can tell you that Eastern region is for Honorable Ken. Honorable, let's pray for Honorable Ken, because with God all things are possible. Ken till casket hashtag Kwame Osei Prince Eddie Wifre Kwetia and Ode Baye. Nana Boatin wo USA. He says, good morning, Prof. Amufa. Ever here we are paid hourly and everyone also drive. So you have no excuse to be late at work. If you are a minute late, your money will be deducted. Why America? Why Ghana? NSS, greetings to you and your team. Good submission from my senior brother Nanaya Asante. NS Nuyama sent in this one. NS Nanaya Asante Yeboa Eda say Redu Buahe Edenedian and Namchi actually meba behe na semetumi akaya na makai. Sylvester Sari says, when you hear of the Asen model, don't think of only big things. So look, the woman who went to Ken for help for her daughter who has passed with excellent grades. Ken did not take time to think about the request. He instantaneously told the driver to bring the girl with the mother. He found her medical school, paid her fees and rented a place for the woman, and paid her rent advance for 10 years with the belief that by that time the lady would be in good standing to support the mother and her side of the world. If you won't spread this good deeds and good news, what else would you speak about? Good morning. Good morning, Sylvester. Sorry. Thanks for that information. And Ura Ken and so Eda Mwase. Christopher Nimley, a coach. In fact, ne failed the pass so a chemistry. Na EPA4 nneɛma yɛ ɔmo de aba abɔnten is all about chemistry. Na yɛnkɔ na yɛne no ɛni ɛho nkɔmmɔ kakra. Coach yɛ mo akyɛ no pɛi.
Bravo.
Na ho yɛ. Na EPA4 nsɛm yɛ ɔmo abɛwo so ayɛm hyehyɛ abɛtɔ so ana.
Me podi e. Ekenya yɛ fɛ na ayɛm hyehyɛ o because me deɛ ɛyɛ me dwuma me yɛ no. Na seven previous. Me de my starting home campaign put that platform bia mekoso se Ghana for especially the government of the day so officer agro na ye dia ebema Omanfm His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asori waka e dey do no a chance who declare a state of emergency this a young person ye be kan okra wo kroma. Now, Nabo, who see me, you machine. And bro, I am to say, because the say, Crano, send me Susan, ever disca for me from Effin or fair, or Kojum, a cockot, or a Ganica, their best here. The Bompire Sarah said, she shouldn't come across any of these infected farm products, cyanide, mercury. These things, so we need Padasini. That's a call nipid anymore. We hear about no amount of medication will save the situation. Your days are numbered. That's a now make our memoir. You better tell Crabia. Then you walk to from not some nature. And Jonah, what's it? I am to say, I am to say, cry.
How dangerous cyanide? Yeah, okay. And then yakika hono say a destroyer. Chiri mukakra.
Unim. Nyaminti yamubi. Ya nyam nimdie ya siadie on these matters. Aya Omanfm Siano Bisam say anti coach. How do you blend your coaching, your radio work, and then your chemistry? Let me see. Nipa that's in the way you discipline. They say honorable can in Japan, discipline. Yeah, it's all about discipline and commitment to your job. Now, you find a way of managing your time. Even at school, you share in Kolana. Now say you do more practical sections now. Time we are to prepare anything concerning cyanide. We don't expose the children to it. Now you cry, you prepare. Adena sign at a woman. We perform it, and as we prepare that thing in the fume hood. They come fume hood. Machine. Who prepare Adena sign at a woman. The fume hoods protect you and blow the dangers of air now sign at the woman away from you. And by the time now I the battle, now you say now so the child will not even be exposed to that. Yaka ye prepare me boy home by Nika say me share gloves, Nika say me share nose mask, Nika say my share lab coat, Nika say my share Google. Me can't goggles are like I had to say spectacles I had to protect you because the effect of sinus no. Obiba can a multiplicity of effect. Affecting yama bebre wo nipa de no. Enti se obi if you expose somebody to cyanide, honorable, say you are killing the person. Why are you killing the person? Also make I say, you cry, you won't laugh, you cyanide way juma. We protect ourselves to the maximum. One of the reasons why I tell you, and several reasons why I tell you protect your own to the maximum, say, when you are exposed to cyanide, you experience breathing problems. And so na nipa so de sa uhumina sensitive so na de say uwa ne sa if you are unable to inhale the correct amount of oxygen into your body na che say ubewu because oxygen e yem frama anyame ankasa obo ni pedua no wa hye say we ni frama ya hia enti frama bia na e betwa oxygen mu a untumi nya access to oxygen no it means that from an air poisonous and cyanide is one of those. Two, natosumino. Cyanide also emma eye pain and I said the tearing of your eye muscles. Also make I said me prepare cyanide in the lab.
Yeah.
I mean shed gloves. Me cover me him, me san shed goggle, me san ya in the fume hood. Son of nam fume hood I wish I had a better way of describing how it looks like. It is virtually allows me to protect myself from inhaling cyanide poisonous gas now. Piabano. Netosubiu. So who ye exposed to cyanide, a more abdominal pain. And the near research na HSA, a binum a contracted cyanide now. Ukodia, a young toe yimpe, asamato. Obibaka say na coach na unia adeɛ so enkunu the chemicals unia ni den na eweduane mu example yem a asemato ubehu sɛ wo hɔ no mo yɛ nipa na wo sɛ 1 or 2 yem uyefumi o ya wo say wo abdomen wo say entinsa nyama ni nyina yɛbɛka ne sɛ yefo but it is actually affecting your kidney, it is actually affecting your abdomen, it is affecting your lungs, it is affecting almost entire organs now. And the honorable Ubisam, me see a blue allium shit. Now, baby, a Ghana yet call with Galamsey. Say, Omanfm, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, senior in opposition, or Mutumi Kanye, Ghana for DHS Uncle 2 about the mom. He promised, it's not about politics. But when my life is at stake, when my children's life is at stake, when a single Ghanaian life is at stake,
Coach, Mammy, too, yes, say, call Galamsey site. If we a monkey to our more crocra and idea or mujinajina in Sunum. Sebase bia, Kodano Jin in Sunum Sana, cyanide be womoa. Effect.
Honorable, when you put the cancer, let me talk about mercury. Cyanide do effect, and someone use mercury.
Yes.
Now, mercury, it can easily damage your skin. Now, the damage of mercury to your skin is gradual. Skin cancer, lungs cancer. Look, if you are exposed to a certain concentration of mercury on your skin, etumi two tokro skin, etumi two tokro. Now, adia etumi two tokro skin, because once the mercury can punch holes through your skin, it means your veins, your tendons, your arteries that circulate your blood, no, nina is being destroyed. Asama yekana ebinumudi diagron. Yami wawa say, we don't have a leader or bet me in the nice forms waka say, look, stop these things. Stop these things because you are killing Ghanaians. Look, now me call wrong half. Me kono me toinsio efi Accra. Edi two car na yedi two kwano. Edi kobrona. I told myself I will not drink any water from that region. Now I didn't me say a honey, but with time no, it is going to trickle and trickle and trickle and trickle and descend down to those of us here in Accra. Say I'm banu through Isiwa, it will come through the food we are eating. And honorable, say what bisamia. Onim Adibakwa me junu who amin tiashe say. I listened to His Excellency during his press briefing, recent press briefing, and Oka said over 4 million people depends on Galamsey. If you do the mathematics, they say there will be a finding X. The over 36 million Ghanaians, we don't depend on Galamsey, no. How can you commensurate that? How can you equate that and tell us, Esan say 4 million people depend on Galamsey, no? Uguna, so Ugu Galamsey because of 4 million. Now say, 36 million. If you divide 36 by 4, it goes into it 9 times. And it says 4 times 36, 4 times 9. Every mommy 36. Let's just say, Upa catcher, you say, 1 just exact mathematics now, no. 9 times the 4 million. No. Just say, and it is so wrong. It is so wrong. It is unacceptable for you to look at the masses. Masses. No. A catcher, you say, no. Ujini huwa enyeji. Na nipa kitua 4 million. No. Omudie. Ujuno muwa enyeji. The fact still remains, say, Galamsey no. Yangunu and yet responsible mining in this country. Ghana, akaka kredipe. We will not be able to buy any food that is grown here in Ghana. Your contumely, your tomatoes, your pepper, your onions, the beer you bet diano Ghana have biano. Minu ye dia entu ye di enimgwa sia poto ne beka omai. Nansiya Minkai Etiefuya Minka Ghana yao. Look at those people we lost. Honorable Mani Buaman. May the Mutala dear, or your personal friend, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Mutala, the Nipa Mintin Huagrono, who beside me, I wept. I couldn't even go to the house. To me, I cannot look at his wife and his beautiful children. To me. And to me, look at up to now, I've not even gone to Mutala's wife to even say, Mama, Kosewati, Kose. We kill these people recklessly. Because we kill these people recklessly, we have failed to deal with Galamsey. Galamsey is the reason why we lost 8 distinguished, hard-working, dedicated Ghanaians. Because of those 8 bodies, because of this, the 8 families that have been denied of their livelihood, the children of Mutala, Omani Buama, and the others that have been deprived of their fathers because of Galamsey. If there's any president in Ghana who should take this as a mantle and as a responsibility to leave a legacy, it should be the sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Buama, honorable, Mutala Ewuonu, say Anjashia. That is a Ghana here. It is not worth dying for this country under the current political dispensation. Me, 27, look at the Ukai. Me, I don't need anything from anybody. But the fact of the matter is, whatever you do that will endanger my life, the life of a single Ghanaian, me coach Nimi, I will speak against it. Honorable, when you make me here, Mestre, wait here, me pemre, Abba studio honomo, ama me ni why 101 na ma Ghana for the dangers associated with cyanide poisoning, with mercury poisoning. Look, another word to describe mercury and cyanide, they are non-biodegradable. It's just assassin moi. Bibia ni assassin moi etumi dani omo render omo less poisonous. They can travel by wind, they can travel by water. Say so the mercury in the soil today can be washed away to another region, can be washed away. You cannot say essence air wash away into a brenasi. A brenasi a any. I think I hear to such as a politician, Jomu Wajimu, Bufu, Basa, no mu say or my. Look, the last time I listened to the king, I believe, is the most powerful king in the land. Minnesana Mehono. Nana, the door will be an Wahinisu Aubre, Ajubreo. Me bow down before your throne. He said, Mamutiti Hanina, Muni Mama Mutu Galamse, Muni Momuna Muni. Now, say Nimoma, why have we not dealt with the situation? Say Nimoma, why have we not put a stop to it? Say Nimoma Mutu Galamse, why are we exposing mercury, cyanide, and all these poisonous chemicals to the in those galamsey pits? Now, me who video be akola ketekete be now what papa be now or the bows that no omatu omu they go in sofina. I get so contaminated and polluted with this chemical. I just looked at it and I wept. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus." You see, ignorance is not an excuse for that. So who's exposing who? Nobody will say because you didn't know, we should go and resurrect you. You are dead and you are gone. And the other side, they be a dear hey who? Me tear me professor or be your chair my dear UCC. There's a friend of Professor Dr. Isman. He taught me chemistry. I watched a documentary of him analyzing the impact of cyanide and mercury to the human being. Now, I'm not saying your lungs is damaged, your kidney is damaged, your liver has a problem. Your days are numbered. You can kind down a cow. That is the thing we are doing to ourselves. Adentina ye no musio kana ye so say is so wealthy. It's so wealthy. My 11-year-old daughter can tell me, say, Daddy, we were told in school that of late it is not every water we should buy. The water that comes from certain places in Ghana, no, we shouldn't drink it. 11-year-old girl, 12 years old, after no JHS1, or to me, Casa Assembly Chilame. Not just say, oh, mine, a dinner, Sika fin, sika bonnie, sika tan penny. What sort of money are we looking for? That we don't respect the life. Life now, because of money, we don't respect a single Ghanaian life. Honorable, I'll come to the studio.
Sure.
Yeah. Honorable Kennedy Ohine Japan. Is the next president of Emma Ghana. Yes, delegate for no. Yes, so baby Omani kono. Ye here ojifo. Nipa obe bie nyuma ama imrantie anya biaye. Me ye juma o, but me pese me ye juma no me ba me nana me bibia ebenye juma ni biaye. It is not bragging. The evidence are there. It is clear for you to see. Single-handedly, he's done a lot for this country. Obibe Kase or G party contract, government contract. Yes, he took those contracts, did the contract with distinction, and used the benefit of the contract to impact the life of the ordinary Ghanaian. If we have every politician doing that, by this time, or may by this time, can you do it? And the other threat, or MPP delegate, yes, Slamo, ya mamenum, ya papanum, ya nyanum, ya brothers, yes, Slamo. The time is there. This is the time. Look, there is time for everything. Who can Ecclesiastes chapter 3, Honoma, a big cultural play. There's time to laugh, there's time to cry, there's time to do everything in this world. The time for Kennedy Ohine Japan Honorable is now. Vote for him on the 31st of January next year and let him bring a complete 360 turn to the leadership quality of this country. This man is pragmatic. He's full of practical doings. Now, be all your pragmatic. Me, I'm a chemist. I believe in practical work. I believe in doing what is to be done to impact the life of the ordinary people. It is not about being an NDC or an MPP person. It's about who has the willpower, who has the leadership, pragmatism, and the leadership power to impact the life. I went to Tumu about 3-4 months ago. What I saw there, I wept. Me sunye say, hey, and she said, me am a cry. She said, me what crowd? Is that my fellow Ghanaians? Are these people Ghanaians? And this is the situation. Bad road, bad school, bad everything. We need that leader that will transform this country for the best. Or see, give me 4 years. If I'm not able, vote me out. I will break the record of Dr. Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah. I want to hear politicians speak like that, challenge themselves, and throw a challenge to the people of this country. Have you heard any politician be that should tell you, if you are an ordinary Ghanaian, this is the man to go for. But before Ghana as a country can get the chance to vote for Honorable Kennedy Japono, we need the MPP delegates. We need them to actually step up and give us what we want. If you give us what we want, we'll give you power. Simple. Go everywhere in the country. That is what people are saying. I went to Brong-Ahafo recently. I've been to the north. I've been to places. Ghana for say, when I pen, you will stay in opposition for the next 12 years. No manyabla honorable in the West.
Coach, let us say there is time for everything, and it's time for me to also go for commercial break. After the commercial break, the Akano the bet to us. So Coach Christopher Nimley and Yatin and Kano Midin Ediao Amufa Boachi and I hope for a commercial break here. Bana Fe the Akano Ede at us. So good morning.
Na ase ho te sen
mama o ti apon kakra na moment me say duane
enti na me de front active and chance ne pepe mu nuare papa bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals rich in vitamins, proteins and minerals, fiber and omega 3 so wom e boa digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na main kama wutumi di ni breakfast lunch and asapampo
front active ebe boa pa
the drink nso nie ye won diabetes ya de yatua no ana one chire etumi numbi na e won complete Omanfm kan so tumi numbi na the test no jai obra normal main very nutritious
and a front active junior in so
front active junior ne formra no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya won mutumi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk and mixia na wotima ni di na ni denti obenyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and pharmacies dodo a Adepa Pharmacy Limited branch BM our Ghana ha from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254
FDA aji ejodin krato yato
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules e boa mamoja die fusane we nipaduanum ye
Sebamed range of products honam boafo 3CP efie bi ehia 3CP bambo
Insuwo mfasoma obibia nanso otutu wani eneya yensu wensu wapi ena asai ama insu ho ayeden pa enunti na Family Drilling Company Limited abama yenga wotutu boreholes Omanfm wonje aboden kra Family Drilling Company Limited esan ye expert in biogas biodigester o flashia na she yesan ye plumbing works any swimming pool na ehia ne se obehwehwe yenga chiakwan ewusu hom Family Village anafre 0244 144 822 and 0240-333-111. Family Drilling Company Limited. Oflashia na she.
Show your power. Maganifeno na chia di ma.
Hey Ajwa, what you asem bia aba?
Dabio, bomi mwe.
Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC ebo ne customers nyina enka yese wona America krani omuntimi emedi juma wona account mu ne santi account no awuo no ye bo nka yese se wa medi account no hu juma bank no betwe osika aka awo account no so akoma aban bank baatan
na kwan ben so na mefa so ama account yi asaye echuma biom
emre kra fa Ghana card na konkra bata ubie bank account no na sankra bata no ebenya no account no na yetimi atoa so aniwo adi edwa sankra toy efi Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC se open krato bi a na nchechire mu bi a obetimi afre number yi 0274122122 odie no nso eye WhatsApp a eye 0289113052 Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC ono ji ono
Kwejo, come here, son, and say, who ya peduani?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules no me no me no. Just a man tia aduane pampan, me no mo ato soma. Na nse hu se obesore na me na ho. Eya na me kwa jogging o. Ahoɔden na bedwa, metimi nante afuru sane a, menti brebium san se, emoja ne timi free adwuma. Immune system no so eye na adwuma.
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre. And wodi ho adanse no.
Me na mese wo se se de wontimi mfa bibia ambrofo me subiom. Ofura, mefro, wusane nso a, mesane.
Anya kwadwo, mesumedi asɛm asi. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daruma. Ambama yo besima.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules eye dra. Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum sa wonumu a boost immune system. Wa waye kese boost obesity wedropa. Eni rheumatism arthritis. Mo mopedo to enko Kimberlin Avenue. Okaishi Drug Lane. Ewo Enkrine. Drugstore biemu. We sabetimi akabi. Wobetimi afre Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275804064 and 0302938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Dominion Herbal Powder.
Say you can say Dominion Herbal Powder. Emma immune system. And now in Kwabo will nip a drum in yet. Nan the senti. What I did a resume kunimua. A more dance be new.
I don't dare fine pa. Manumbi. Tina me do one dancing. And I say, me say.
Dominion Herbal Powder dear. Minia. And yet a man for dancing. And a bacon fool. Near I yet a woman nip a diamono. A bro magin and mentias so. And my Dominion Herbal Powder. And how would the beer da?
Someone at the honor. Dominion Herbal Powder. And once one you will so share. Take up now that trick to us biagumu we fancy yanum we Angels Dominion Herbal Center one koko and a diaba a painful about more monofo and kwada when you feed me do one count do after 054-315-8195
FDA aji egadian kratu yi atu
Dominion Herbal Powder.
Sebamed range of products hunam boafo
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for Frabejaswo washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. I be you know that. Seba mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the account, anyone says you see now. Franco, and now bring ya the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco, Quabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one in Roxy Cinema, the enemy, friend 0246 422 338. In a 055-5939-311. Franco Electrical Appliances Papa Effie.
The luckiest everywhere for everyone.
Afi beye de mentin kakeke o minni mankasa if you say the luckiest season 3 asayaba.
Afi mami chewo ekwan a obefa so nye wo ticket but star 712# na di ehihye no so to wo ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo theluckiestafrica.com se bia mia community ticket no so na you would lucky number
wo betumi so ama system na eyi bia ma wo chere ahia wo pese wo tua every 1 Ghana cedi kosi 5000 Ghana cedi Ubetumi mpo ato ticket no ama obi foforo. Ye obi hero. Upese wutia. Enye den kra. Sa wo Ghana. For mobile money tia. Na sa wo amanone dia. For bank card tia.
Ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times. We ye massa ye pe. There will community ni benyanso. Betimi aye emohu edu 10 times.
Inti yen kambom na yen nya lucky. Na lucky bebia. Shawo ho so enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching. Luckiest jumedie yi. Enele imrate chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so.
The panono kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba mese adepa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu nsomu dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efre nso hohoro wanu anopa bia na ma wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana esochie ehyewo a fa 3CP efre nso fifa so eno ano no wo shewu wi a fa 3CP efra enso fifa so na beboa obebre 3CP ehye pimples epompo ekro na ekumkro enimrimu ya wonso 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores biamu etufonko adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi free 0302 664 832 Kumasi adepa pharmacy e wadum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boama moja dear for sun when you ye.
Obo adia boni pa wonam se enti apo na so nima ye nimunti ye dware sam na sran kubia ma SIPH 5.5 a eba wonam no ho ban no etu be hwe na nansan na nso oben ene ahokeka ate agu wonam no so ase no kra odofo sa hawinti na ade performance akofa Sabamed product apapa ya jatu mo Germany ene wiase fa na nyina aba ebesiesie wonam asai amato so te se akoda foforo honam ya was Sabamed clear face eshe pimples Sabamed anti-dry skin esiesie wonam aye reche meya so kama Sabamed anti-aging ema honam twintwam Sabamed deep cleansing ene Sabamed lip defense emma ano ya soche akona kama afei Sabamed classic range eyema obia ene woye odware wi a won ho keka won sa wo pesa wo ba honam ye tontom te senia etie eda wo free ye frumu no ene na wo hia Sabamed baby ranger eyema nkwada ne bi Sabamed range of products honam boafo etufonko ade performance okanshi telephone 0302 664 832 Sabamed honam a etsi apohintasem
shaping the nation 107.1 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 shaping the nation 107.1
107.1 so ni high Omanfm midin ede amufa bo achikomodo yanku yanim
alfa enkomo ba kwa beka yensa wo ha no peye ne se akra tutema ekwan motorway no so no na traffic asi na traffic no mkeka se ene eden pa ewo action chapel dan no achi ho no ano eye trailer ena fi 207 bus ne ba ko ena anya accident ena private cars miensa accident ni si no so abe crash abom wo ho jama a heavy truck pa and say traffic na si ewo motorway no eso eno nti wo mo stress enko mbenya posifo a nanka dia posifo aba na ebinom so try so mbe use sprinters road no ehon so ama saa kwan na abe ampeso mo fa so nti ama ho so achepa nti ebe stress posifo ete enka na no pay a omo enye cause ba community bi nwura mu he so metimi akwa kopiem ho aboa easy traffic no si e wasampotem ho no badofa mi be sorry enche na ye sorry a na mamemfa we inform Alex Owusu agye we former CEO Ed Makashu Buyers Association ene na oda yemfa kwanya we so na yen wish no happy birthday Honorable Alex Owusu Aji, former CEO Cashew Buyers Association of an nkomo e wo ho no
107.1 so Nana Asante enjeme soro so obi bia obeka na Asante wa do wokrata no we
I'm papa besi sa apa dan ko so wa ma
person maye
maye because obi abefa de maye woni mi say ya engrofo ye no mo ye yi wa hai o beba no mo no o ma befa o se maye de wokrata be ne bepim sa bre maye
me dia no me nsan kan ye nti ana meka no
me fan sa
pachio
Nana
Asante conclude ma me no almost it's nice
me nua Coach Chris asama kan fa chemicals ne ne ma ho ewiase ye ko nyina no won se concern na fi eye enema bi so ekọ environment sisi ama even se wo de wonnim a se car exhaust fume ekọ mu a hwese de eti we are living in dangerous times se mesro na ka morning show yi yemfa we se de yenso ye de wanjim na yenso yen company entia galamsey efi se de kokoo ayama man de kubebe yama yen ense asase ense water bodies nanso edisika ebebre ni enti aye hu no ene sa Asian model a Honorable Kennedy Japan eka ene se ye add value for niema we ya ye wono ho no anse ye de kube ne yawiwi ani asesa akoto emonagu eho no utumi ye ede ye fiber etumi ye de acid eniema bebre enti there are so many opportunities than so be destroy water bodies ya ye mine wo kroma ya ne yense nsu eye den asese de ye sei nsu Omanfm ye besrew tumi ni nyina ewo wonsem oni ye Nyankopon sese se wanye na se eji nsem a dachi ye bebisaw na wo beka se emfa ho asem bie no onoma emfa nipa ho enne wantu akochena wo betu aka eye den a wo ma wabusuafo mo ho no wo beka se mo to ne ma fidie ya import ede aba eho no nim de eno so ekoso eye den a wo beto ahade wo hanko ade wo bedi haduane eti wo beko fie na yesi wo krom ni ana obusuani obi ofi constituency yare we ama na fimu den na ya ekam eno ti na fitia se na make say what do we preach in the church the pulpit what do we tell the congregants den na ye ka ekere den ye kere wo school ye besere it's not that your friends and receive your miracle. The time to act is now. Ye nyina ye fa ye hunjim. Enye galamsey site one ye kobom paye. You know them. Said they na not kokoso kind. Ye nyina ye nim ye hu ye nim omo ye nyina. Don't hide behind anything or any law biana ye fa excuse ye hu. The time to act is now. And yes sir, we will pay the penalty. Ye nyankasa no ye benu ye hu.
Yeah, that's it for coming. And that was Nana Asante. Asida Echedi Ampondia. Yemfa asida ma wonu meboa ye Commodore. Ne mo aye frɛ mu nyina nso yemfa asida mfama mo. Especially Coach Christopher, namely Rachels Forsen. Ane wo mo aka. That's our prayer. Nyankopon ye adom se o man. We say baby eniema no keka kro no. We need the Almighty. Ya ati asi ya woni o. Yenye ready enso ebinom poison system no. And the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, who is our president, is also looking on, thinking, Sika hiya chendi pankwa. That's the conclusion from a small catcher in Central Force. 4 million people are benefiting from the legal galamsey mining, and also from mining. And he said, what is our same way to jar? They are not persuaded. Nipan Kwan, we hear Sikandi here. Let's speak the truth, Ghana. As I see a case or UN General Assembly, we could paint the picture. But I tell you, Abrofono, and the internet in TVBNC, they know near Kosugana. We pray for a leader or a very strong who loves Ghana. To come and take over our country as the commander-in-chief. Anopena may catch us a persistent ABT talent. Fasidama Elijah Bedu. And this one says, for the wish of Ghanaians to vote for Ken to come to pass, the MPP delegates must listen to the grounds by agreeing to agree that Ken is the one they are yearning for. And MPP delegates listen and listen well. The delegates must not allow this wonderful opportunity to slip by as they want the demonstrable Ken to come and solve the deeply rooted unemployment situation in Ghana. Good morning to Okuseku. Quick one nafi yenko ahmano so Kingdom garlic capsules nene betes Kingdom ginseng power capsules tremendous capsules we nupa Kingdom Herbal Center for the Abedja. So we can one more D kind of garlic here. You know the deal. Kingdom. Ba for from for say garlic here and if you know would be we know. Yabo modiam and if you know ko form. Oko Kimberley Avenue or Kanshi Drag Lane. Kingdom Ebusiano. Call them. Yeah, ton Ruby and so kwa when Sabeka be a bass a garlic padia a Kingdom.